In today's video, we're going to talk about increasing that spin loft from the Mevo Plus. Well, this is the Mevo Plus. You haven't seen this one yet. Well, I guess in this video, we're going to change it up. We're going to talk about this guy, the Mevo Gen 2. What's going on, everybody? Scott Hogan coming at you. Let's talk about the Mevo Gen 2. We are here, we're in the studio. Have done some changes in here if you would love to hear about it. I'm actually standing on an entirely new putting surface down here, and we've leveled the floor and stuff like that. So if you'd like to learn more about that and what I did, I think I got a pretty good setup now. I've always liked my setup for improvement, showcasing some things with the swing, but from a simulation standpoint, I didn't really like it. It wasn't that much fun to play, because I just didn't set it up for that. Now I think I have a really good combo for both. So if you'd like to learn more about that, leave a comment down below, hit that subscribe button. We'll have more on that, and also just more on how to get better in your simulator that you have hopefully invested in and want to use and get better. So today though, we are talking about the newest from FlightScope. This is the Mevo Gen 2. Now, if you're new to FlightScope, you might not remember the original Mevo. That kind of kicked all of this off, where FlightScope was getting into the consumer side of launch monitors. Everything before that, I had my X2s, I have the X3C, you have the X3. Those were all more professional models for people that use it like myself, teaching, coaching on a daily basis, and you're trying to, basically build your business a little bit as you're doing that, and also provide really, really high quality data. Now, FlightScope took that and said, all right, how can we start putting that into the consumer side of things? So it started with the Mevo. You jump into things like the Mevo Plus, where we're getting into full entire simulation ideas for the consumer at a very, very, very cheap price relative to what it used to be. I mean, just even 10 years ago, it is astronomically high to get a setup in your own home. Where do you go from there? What was the next frontier? Well, I said this in a previous video. The next frontier is, we don't need more, we just need it to come down. The price is going to come down as technology advances. We see this in every other industry. Price is going to start coming down, and seeing what we can do to make this a little bit more accessible, a little bit more affordable. That is where the Mevo Gen 2 is coming in. This guy is a full simulation launch monitor. You can play golf courses, but you're also going to get data, and you can use it to improve your game. So they're doing a great job of kind of combining all that, and it's coming in at a cheaper price. MSRP on this guy, $11.99, and here's what you're gonna get with it. Let's break it all down and what's going on in it. Radar launch monitor, it has fusion tracking. That is a huge thing. Fusion tracking, if you're not sure, you have the radar, which is doing a lot of the ball tracking, but the fusion tracking is a photo-based tracking system. And this is what allows FlightScope to really, I think, make a great product that works. Radars have always struggled with short shots, putting, and this fusion tracking is what really allows this to excel and be able to perform well on those short shots that have always been a little bit troublesome for a radar. So you have that on the device. That makes this a really good option for simulation. You also have a compact device. So you can see, if I turn it sideways, this is about the same size as a Mevo Plus, maybe a touch thinner, but it's just vertical. So we have a vertical device here. Works very much the same. You've got your power button, you press and hold, the same beeps and the same startup system that you were used to. You got the 3 lights on the top. They do change how the lights work. They have different color lights in here, so each light's gonna indicate a different thing. So you can see your battery, you can see if it's on, you can see if it's connected, you can see if it's ready to hit a shot. All of those are gonna be slightly different, but not too much different from what you were used to in the past, and they obviously give you all of the information in the handbook. It does have a stand on it. So this stand, you're just gonna go ahead and push the button, it pops out, and it goes to the position that you are going to need. If this is on flat ground, you just literally pop this out, put it down, you are going to be set. Now, it doesn't have adjustable legs, so one thing that I'm expecting to see is we'll probably see some holders of some kind be developed, and people are gonna be looking to get those, because if you are on grass, I've tried it on grass, and I did have to kind of finagle it to get it to where it would actually be and be able to actually be level. The device does need to be fairly level and meet its parameters to be able to track shots. So just keep that in mind. Other thing that's really exciting, USB-C charging. So that means it charges fast. Charges fast, and the battery will last 6 hours. It really does last a long time. I had it on all day and tried to see how long it was gonna take to run out. And this was while it was armed. So it did get almost all the way to that 6 hours. If you're kind of in and out of standby mode, all that, I'm sure it's gonna get to that 6 hours. So I had it just right about at that 6 hour mark. The other thing is it does connect via Wi-Fi, still Wi-Fi connection. The thing with FlightScope, if you're not familiar, on their FS Golf app, one of the latest updates, you can now actually do what they're calling a streamlined connection, where you can actually go and connect your Wi-Fi and connect the device through the Wi-Fi signal. So you no longer have to go and, hey, I gotta get on the Wi-Fi, I gotta get off the Wi-Fi, get on the Mevo Plus. You can actually get rid of all that. And that's true for all the FlightScope devices, but this one is included in that. As far as software, for the launch and for the preview of this, and thank you to FlightScope for allowing me to get one of these early and try this out. This is getting the device on iOS. That's all we have available to try. There will be third-party integrations. There will be PC software. You're gonna have the third parties with GS Pro, Creative Golf, Awesome Golf. Those will all be available. And you do get 8 courses with E6 straight out of the box. So if you're looking for a plug-and-play package where I get the launch monitor, I need to just be able to hook it up, I can do it on my phone or I can do it on a computer, then this is going to be the device, and you don't have to worry about extra costs to be able to do that. Now, again, you have extra costs if you want some of those other softwares, but you can decide on that later if you would like to. That's one of the best parts about this device is what they're advertising as the cost to get a simulation launch monitor. That truly is the cost if you want that. Now, if you want other softwares, obviously that's where that changes. What everybody wants to know about, how does it perform? So far, really, really good. Now, why are these devices a little bit cheaper, right? Well, these devices are a little bit cheaper because they don't track full ball flight. So when you have a professional launch monitor, what I see is I'm doing that because I have people that are hitting the ball. I want the ball to be watched all the way, and I want to see it come down and land and then get that exact data of what happened. Now with these devices, there is tracking, but up to a certain point, and then they're doing calculations the rest of the way. So there's always a little bit of room, I feel like, in the past for improvement. The nice thing is you're always able to make those improvements because it is calculations and updates can be had. But initial pre-launch testing against some of the, actually all of the top launch monitors, every single one of them, have been excellent. Excellent. Hitting outdoors, hitting indoors, seeing data that, in my opinion, is very good. Based, for me, I know my game pretty well. I hit on launch monitors all the time. I know how far I hit the ball. I know what the numbers look like. They look identical to what I've been seeing. So that is a really, really, really big positive. Biggest question that people are gonna have, how does it work with the driver indoors? To me, very good. Ball flight wise, curve wise, dead on, dead on. Everything I felt one, I hit a 3-wood, I was like, that's way right. There it goes, ball goes way right. Those are the things that I want. Yardage, again, nothing that I would say I don't think is way out of the ordinary, like, oh man, that went way short. Feels pretty good to me, honestly, as we go. So it's one of those things that I think it's very good, and at the price to have this available to us is phenomenal. So initial looks, I think everybody's gonna be pretty happy when they see, hey, how is this accuracy as they're going. The main thing to me in the performance category though is consistency though. Hey, you can say, hey, I hit one this far, I hit this one and it's good. But if I hit a shot the exact same way the next time, I wanna see the ball travel that way on the next shot. And that was the part that I was most impressed with this device. I was hitting shots indoors, outdoors, and I'm like, okay, that felt good. Then I hit another one. Okay, that felt good. And outdoors, you're seeing the ball fly the same way. We're seeing the same shape indoors on the tracer. And I'm looking at the data, and it's, okay, yeah, I hit it within like a yard or two of each other. And the spin rates are within, 30 of each other. It's crazy how accurate or how consistent it is. And to me, that is one of the most important things, because we are trying to, one, learn our distances, and there's always going to be an adjustment when I go outside. no matter what monitor you're using, when I go outside, I'm always adjusting based on weather, based on how I feel, based on wind, all of that stuff. But I need to build confidence that I know how far the golf ball's going, I know what it's doing, and you only do that through accurate feedback. If I hit a shot, I need the ball to do what I think it does, or I need to have that picture in my head that this is what that golf ball is going to do. So seeing this device be consistent is the biggest thing to me as we're going through this. I need consistency. I can't stand it from like a teaching standpoint or just hitting standpoint. When somebody hits a shot and then we look over at a launch monitor and we see, oh, that didn't do anything close to it, or wait, whoa, I thought you smoked that, and it's saying it went shorter. Like, that's just such a hard sell then for people in their minds, like that this is going to work or I'm getting better. It's just not what you want. And so again, extremely excited to see this guy. Now, what do I recommend this for as you're doing this? This is for the home person that's looking to get into simulation. You are only going to get ball data, essentially. The only club point data you're getting is angle of attack. So if you bought one of the early Mevo Pluses, or you buy a Mevo Plus without all of the features, essentially that is what you're getting. There is no ability to upgrade this guy with face impact or club path, any of that. So you really are buying this for a simulation type software or simulation type feel, or you can again use it as somebody that really wants to dial in their data. Now, just because you don't have things like club path, club face, you can infer those. I've done that in a previous video. I will link those down below. You can actually kind of give your really educated guess at what's going on, but you will not have that data. For me, this is going to be a device that is kind of a secondary launch monitor. I think this is for, if you're a coach, is a great launch monitor to set to the side and actually have other students be hitting. So what I do is I have people work on the X3, C, and then we go through, get all their stuff, and then, all right, hey, we're gonna go work on this. Let's go hit some shots, let's get some yardages, and we fix something, let's go see. We should see the ball go this far, type of stuff. All right, you're gonna move down, you're gonna hit on this, and you're gonna go through that, okay? So I think that's what it's a great option for with coaches. I think it's a great option, again, if you're trying to just get into the home simulation market and get in here and go, this is it right here. You don't wanna break the bank, you don't want subscriptions or as few subscriptions as possible. This is going to be an awesome item. Setup for this guy, very similar to everything else. Recommended that you have 8 feet of ball flight and then about 8 feet behind. I did test it in here and went to 7 and 7, and I did see that it worked pretty well, okay? 7 and 7 with a driver. It works, but again, I would recommend getting closer to that 8 and 8. And the more ball flight you can obviously give one of these guys, any radar is going to be more preferred. As far as putting, actually worked phenomenally well. Now, I've had a lot of improvement in my putting in general just because of the setup changes I've made. The putting is actually extremely enjoyable. Chipping worked really well. I think it only didn't read like 1 chip shot out of 20, and it still aligns the same way. And actually it's my favorite alignment that is out there. Again, even against $25,000, $30,000 launch monitors. It's so easy, it's so intuitive, and it's one of the faster ones that I've done where you really feel confident. That's again, this is a really big deal. You have to feel confident that you know where it's lined up. And this one, I always feel the most confident when I'm using FlightScopes. I feel the most confident in where I'm lining that thing up with this device. That's what we're looking at. This is the Gen 2. Would love to hear your questions. Any questions I can answer, anything I didn't cover in the video. If you're interested in getting one, I will have a link down below to get it. Make sure you check out that link. It does help out the channel. I would appreciate that. And again, any questions, anything that you want me to do as we're gonna get more and more with this device, let me know, and I will happily test it, report back, and let you know. I'll make you feel confident that this is either the launch monitor for you or not, but so far, really good. So great job, FlightScope. And again, let me know those questions, and we'll see you in a future one. Thanks, everybody. Peace.